Hi everyone, I'm here today with a good friend of mine, Nnimmo, and we're here to talk about everything that has to do with our agriculture system and what he's been facing in his years of activism to try and improve the systems that we have. So thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we're really excited. He's finally in Toronto and we're able to talk to him. So what has driven you into being an activist? What kind of started you off on that journey?
Oh my God, that's such a big question.
I know.
I think I became an activist due to circumstances in which I found myself. First of all, I grew up in Nigeria at a time when the country was under military rule. So we had a dictatorship, then we had a civil war. Mm-hmm. So I was witness firsthand to human rights abuses and to people not enjoying their liberties. Mm-hmm. And so I started by being an anti-military campaigner, campaigning for democracy. Then along the line I found that a lot of the abuses that I was concerned about had their roots in the extractive sector, in the way oil is extracted in the Niger Delta of Nigeria, and how the transnational oil corporations and the governments neglect the environment and the people. Mm-hmm. So from then I began to focus on environmental justice issues, and that grew up to issues to intensify on issues of oil, on food, mm-hmm. on climate change, and the like.
That's amazing. And our world is continuously becoming more complicated. We were just talking about this a couple of minutes ago with technology, but especially within our food sector. And so what do you see as solutions for moving forward in our food sector and moving against the issues that we're facing?
Well, the major problem we have the major reason we're having so many crises is what we call progress and what we call development. Mm-hmm. With all the wrong measures, all the wrong indices, the humankind tends to think that we're doing better when we exploit nature, mm-hmm. when we transform nature, when we change natural systems, when we create artificial things. And these are exactly the kind of reasoning that brings about the crisis that we're confronting. Mm-hmm. So this goes right to the heart of the food system, where rather than working with nature, rather than producing organic products or using agroecological means of food production, we've been going the industrial route, and this has created more problems for the environment and for people, and for environmental health and human health on the whole. And of course, all these approaches deepen injustice in the world.
For any young people or anyone out there who's interested in activism, what would you say are the best steps that people can take to get involved with trying to fight the problems in our food system and trying to create a healthier system for everyone?
It starts from a personal choice, personal decision, getting to know exactly what is right or what you believe is right, mm-hmm. Which is to work with nature and not against nature. That goes across everything we need to do in terms of keeping a balance in the ecosystems and generally in the environment around us. Whether it's food, whether it's energy, the way we relate to nature is primarily the way to go if we want to have definite good outcomes. But if you want to continue with business as usual, as they say, not to change at all, to keep on consuming, and just take the easy way forward, mm-hmm. then of course that is going to become very complicated, and there will be no future for young people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So this issue is about young people actually. It's not about old politicians who have had their day, and it's about the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us here today, and it's been great talking with you and learning more about your insights, and we'll see you on the next session.